I used to think I was a good person because I was always available, until I realized I was abandoning myself just to be there for everyone else. Hey, my loves, welcome back to Let's Talk Life with Nova. Take a deep breath in, inhale, and exhale. Because today's conversation is one I wish someone sat me down and told me earlier in life. Because for the longest time, I thought being a good person meant being available to everyone, answering every call, replying to every message, showing up for everyone even when I was exhausted. I thought love meant access. I thought kindness meant no boundaries. But here's what I learned the hard way: you don't have to give everyone access to you. And today we're going to be talking about what that really means: the guilt, the misunderstandings, the growth, and how to protect your peace without becoming a cold or distant person. Let me tell you about the version of me that used to exist here. I was that friend, the one who would reply instantly, even if I was tired, the one who would pick up calls at any hours, even if I needed rest, the one who would drop everything just to be there. And don't get me wrong, it came from a genuine place. I loved deeply, I cared deeply, but I didn't realize something very important. I was overextending myself and underprotecting myself. There was a time I remember this so clearly. I had a really draining day: work stress, financial pressure, emotional overwhelm. And that same week, someone close to me kept calling, not because of anything urgent, but just because they were bored or needed someone to talk to. And I kept answering. Even when I didn't feel like talking, even when I was mentally drained. And one day, I did not pick up at all, just once. And the reaction I got was like, wow, you've changed. You don't care anymore. You're acting different. And I sat there thinking, so the one time I chose myself, suddenly I am the problem? That's when it hit me. People weren't used to the real me. They were used to the accessible version of me, where they could get to me anytime and anyhow they wanted. Let's talk about why we do this, because I know I'm not the only one here. Some of you listening right now, this is you. You feel bad saying no. You feel guilty not replying instantly. You feel like if you pull back, people will leave. And let's be honest, some of us were conditioned that way. Maybe growing up, you had to be the strong one, the reliable one, the nice one. So now your identity is tied to being available. Or maybe you're afraid of being misunderstood. Because let's be real, the moment you start setting boundaries, people start calling you distant, proud, too much, changed. But here's the real truth nobody tells you: people will always label you based on the version of you that benefits them. And when you stop overgiving, it disrupts what they were used to. There was a moment, a real turning point for me. I started noticing a pattern. I would always show up for people, but when I needed space, when I needed silence, when I needed understanding, it wasn't always there. And I had to ask myself a very uncomfortable question: am I teaching people how to treat me? Because every time I ignored my own needs to accommodate others, I was silently saying my boundaries don't matter. You can cross them if you want. You can cross them anyhow you like. And once I realized that, everything started changing. I did not become rude. I did not become distant. I just became intentional. I started asking myself, do I actually have the capacity for this conversation? Am I saying yes out of love or guilt? Am I abandoning myself just to keep someone else comfortable? And slowly, I started choosing me. Now, let's be clear on something here. When I say limit access, I'm not saying cut everyone off, ignore people, become cold and unavailable. That's not the goal. Limit access means intentional access. It means not everyone gets the same version of you. Because let's be honest here, guys. Why should someone who drains you have the same access as someone who pours into you? Why should someone who disrespects your time have unlimited access to it? Limited access looks like not replying immediately just because you can, not answering every call, not sharing every detail of your life, not being emotionally available to everyone, and most importantly, not feeling guilty for protecting your energy. Now, let's talk about the uncomfortable part. When you start setting boundaries, people will misunderstand you. I remember when I started pulling back, some people said, Nova is acting funny these days. She doesn't pick up calls like before. She thinks she's better now. Oh, yeah? And honestly, at first that hurt because I'm like, you don't even see what I'm trying to do for myself. But then I realized something powerful. People who benefited from your lack of boundaries will always be uncomfortable when you create them. I'll say that again because this might hit someone really hard. People who have unlimited access to you will struggle with your limits. And that doesn't mean you're wrong. It means you're growing. Now let's get practical because I know some of you are like, okay, Nova, I hear you, but how do I actually do this without losing people? Let me give you real, soft, healthy ways to start. Delay your responses. You don't have to reply immediately. Start small. Reply when you're ready, not when you feel pressured. Be honest. Be gentle. Instead of disappearing, communicate. I've been taking some time to rest and recharge. I'm not always available like before, but I still care about you. That is soft, simple, and clear. Stop over explaining. You don't need a long story to justify your boundaries. No, I won't be able to make it. It's enough. Protect your energy like it is your last money because honestly, it's even more valuable. If something drains you constantly, reduce access. Next, create emotional boundaries. Not everyone needs to know everything about you. Some people only deserve surface level access. And that's okay. Accept that not everyone will understand. This is hard but necessary. You can be kind, you can be respectful, and still misunderstood. And that doesn't make you wrong, no. Now, I'm still loving, I'm still kind, I still show up. But now I also rest, I also disconnect, and I also choose myself. And guess what? The people who truly value me, they adjusted. They didn't leave, they didn't fight it, they respected it because healthy people understand healthy boundaries. So if you take anything from this episode, let it be this. You are allowed to be a good person without being an accessible person to everyone. You are allowed to protect your peace, choose your energy, limit your access, and still be loving. You don't have to prove your worth through constant availability. You don't have to earn love by overextending yourself. And most importantly, you don't have to give everyone access to you. Say it with me. I would limit access today because not everyone deserves all of me. Now, I want you to take a moment and just pause wherever you are if you can. Gently close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and slowly exhale. Again in, release that energy. Now ask yourself honestly, without judgment, where in my life have I been giving too much access? Is it your time? Is it your energy? Is it your emotions? Just notice. Don't criticize yourself. We're not doing that here. Now bring to mind one situation or person where you often feel drained, overwhelmed, or stressed. And softly ask yourself, what would it look like to choose myself here? Not in a harsh way, not in a selfish way, but in a healthy way. Maybe it looks like saying, not today. Maybe it looks like taking longer to respond. Maybe it looks like sharing less. Whatever came to your heart, honor it. Now take another deep breath. You exhale that. Repeat quietly to yourself. I am allowed to protect my peace. I am allowed to have boundaries. I don't have to give everyone access to me. Sit with that for a moment, and when you're ready, you gently open your eyes. Come back feeling a little lighter, a little clearer, and a little more in control of your own energy. If this episode spoke to you, if you felt seen, if you realized something about yourself, share it with someone who needs it. And as always, you take care of your mind, you take care of your heart, protect your energy, and I will see you in the next episode of LTLM. Bye.